Alright guys, we're here for episode 3 of the 2026 Truck Buyer's Guide, brought to you by TAFS, the Asset Finance Shop. Now, we're looking at the HR series for episode 3, and I thought I'd spice it up a little bit and do it on the truck that everybody's talking about, Sitrak. So I'm here with Gary Davy. He's going to introduce this truck to us because Sitrak equals unbeatable value.
Thanks, Colin. Thanks for coming up and seeing us and give us a chance to show you over the Sitrak 660 in this case. I'll give you a run through on the truck, what it's got in it, and you'll be amazed at the features this truck has. So Cole, this is the office for the Sitrak 660. What we've got here is a display that gives you all the information about the vehicle. You can tap into things like the system that gives you all the cameras. Added to that, if you make an indicator turn, it takes a view down the side, and going the other way takes a view down the other side. So from a perspective of what you can see around the place, it's brilliant. Moving across to the main dash, you've got all the readouts for things such as, you know, your normal temperature gauges, fuel gauges, all that sort of thing. As well as that, you can set a whole lot of features up in the vehicle. Very simple to operate, not complicated. You just do it once and it remains in that same mode. You've got a economy button on the dash for lower revs for shifting up, so you do get a fuel economy. Steering wheel controls are also very much the same, and we found that there's been no difficulty in operating any of the controls. It's just very simple. You just get into it, look around it and go, wow, this is simple. Crash avoidance system is brilliant. You simply, if you're coming up to a vehicle and it's too close, the brakes come on. It's great. That'll run for about 7 hours. So basically what it does, it runs off the system, the electrical system in the truck. When it drops down to a certain voltage, to protect the battery voltage in the truck so it doesn't give you a flat battery and you can't start it, it shuts off. But it's about 7 hours that we've had it running for. Also in this vehicle here, we're equipped with a freezer and a normal chilling fridge. Great feature to have in the vehicle. It's all tucked away under the bunk. Basically home away from home when you're travelling about. You've got a 300 litre fuel tank on this side and a 700 on that side, gives you 1,000 litres. Turntable position can be anywhere you like. All our vehicles come supplied with a turntable. And you guys also have the ability to build bodies? Yeah, sure. So we've fitted tipper bodies to this style of truck. We've put hydraulics on them for tipper operation. Any truck that comes from any other part of the world, we can do the servicing on it. We've got a full service shop here. So in episode 3, we're going to get into the things that banks look for when you're applying for credit. So the first thing and most important is your current repayment history. If your repayment history is on time, the chances are that it's probably going to be on time in the future. If you've had an issue in the last 6 months and you're currently missing your repayments, that's going to be the #1 thing that sticks out to lenders and make them nervous about lending more capital. The second thing that lenders look for is if the deal makes sense. So for example, you could be a driver working for a company on wages and need to buy a truck and go out on your own. And if you go out on your own, you're going to be contracting back to the company that already knows you. Another thing that makes sense is that if a guy's running a truck and he's working for a courier company and he needs to put on another truck to expand his operations with that courier company, that makes sense. If you're a barber and then all of a sudden you want a truck, it might not add up. Number 3 is average daily balance and consistent income. Even if you make 100 grand a month, lenders don't want to see your accounts go all the way to zero. They want to make sure that you've got some buffer there so you can manage payments or pay anything unexpected that pops up. So as long as you have consistent income and consistent average daily balance, that looks great. You don't need to have hundreds of thousands of dollars in the bank, but they don't want to see accounts going under $1,000. Now, number 4 is the tax payments. It's okay to pay the ATO on time. And it's also okay if you're in a payment plan, but usually they want to see it only up to 10% of your current turnover. They'll check the bank statements or your BAS or your ATO portals. If they can see you're consistently paying them, all they want to do is make sure that that debt's not out of control and then you have an exit strategy. And number 5, the short-term lenders. Now, a lot of the time when we're going for truck finance for our clients, we like to keep everything low doc, or we don't even need to disclose the bank statements. But if you've recently inquired with a short-term cash flow funder for a business loan in the last 6 months, a lot of lenders are going to ask for bank statements to check on cash flow. It's okay to have cash flow loans if you needed it for a certain period, but we're going to need a good story. We're also going to understand that you've got an exit strategy to get out of it too. The last thing lenders want is that people just have to keep borrowing and borrowing and borrowing high interest loans because they're in trouble. All right guys, so that's it for episode 3 of the 2026 Truck Buyer's Guide and the HR spec. Now, stick with me because next week we've got something special coming up with the 4x4 trucks. We're going off-road. And in the meantime, if you've got any situation, big or small, I'd love to hear from you and show you what we can do. Call me today.